Hi guys, so I'm aware that I look pretty gross right now. I have new makeup on. I've just washed my hair and left it, so ignore that. Sorry as well if there's any noise in the background. My son is being particularly loud playing with the kitten and there's not a lot I can do about that. But today I thought I would show you how I dye my eyebrows because they are seriously in need of a dye job, and I use the Cosmetics London Eylure. This is the dye kit and it says up to 12 applications, and I love this stuff. This is in the shade dark brown. You can get light brown, brown, whatever, black. You can also mix them if you kind of want an in-between shade. But yeah, so I'm going to show you today how I do my eyebrows at home using this. And this is about £7.50. You can get it in Boots or Superdrug or anywhere like that. So go and check that out. It's yeah, I really love it. Inside you get a little tube of the cream colour. You get the activator, which is like little drops. You get like a little bit where it comes in, and this bit is a little mixing bit, and you also get like a little one thing to do it with. They do also give you a mascara wand, which is quite handy. They've updated this since I last bought a box of it, and it's like a really small, like a tiny kind of tight bristled one, which I can imagine is really good for like, oh yeah, nice. And then you've obviously got the instructions, and if I remember rightly, it's 2 centimeters of the cream colour to 5 drops of the activator. Let me just check that a second. Cleanse your eyebrow with a non-oily cleanser to remove makeup and natural oils and dry thoroughly. I've just being very loud. I've just had a shower, I've just cleansed my face and I've left it, so that's fine. Yeah, squeeze approximately 2 centimeters of dye colour into the mixing dish, replace lid immediately, and then add 5 drops of the activating solution. How good am I? So I am literally going to crack on with that. I'm not going to be using the mascara one to apply it. A lot of people just kind of follow their natural brow line, but I'm actually going to apply it kind of like here as well and fill in the gaps a bit, so it's almost like my brows are filled in but with the dye. Don't know if that makes sense, but I'll show you what I mean when I'm done. So I'm actually going to be using, I might see if I've got a smaller one. This is just a random brush that I got on eBay in a set. It's not really smaller, but it's more compact, so I'm going to use this one. This is again another eBay brush, and I am going to take the cream developer and pierce the lid, and this is what it looks like. I don't know. I'm going to put 2 centimeters roughly of that into my little mixing dish thing that it comes with. Put the lid back on. I'm going to add 5 drops of the activator. This always comes out really fast, so you've got to be really careful. I always end up like getting 7 drops in there. 5. Hell yeah. Right, then I'm going to take this little thing that comes in the box, like a little mixing thing, wand, and you just want to give that a really good mix. It's kind of annoying to mix because it just kind of sits in the activator, but after like 30 seconds it tends to thicken up into more of a paste. Come on. You kind of want to press it in as well. I find that mixes it better. You're probably thinking that that's not going to be a lot to dye my eyebrows with, but a little goes a long way with this, which is great because it obviously means that you get more uses out of it, so bonus. That is pretty much as well as it's going to mix in. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in. Got a little mirror because you find it's not the best thing to use for an up close job like this, so I'm sorry if I'm going to be looking down. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm going to take my little brush here and I'm going to grab some mixture, and you want to start on the outer corners where it's going to be darkest. So first off, the best thing I find to do is brush the hairs in the opposite direction they grow with the formula paste, whatever you want to call it, and then brush them back down. And you want to have some cotton pads and some water on hand in case you make a mistake, and then you can just rub it off. You know what, it's probably easier as well to mix the solution with the brush rather than that little applicator thing they give you, because it's not very good. But yeah, once I've brushed up on the ends, I'm just going to brush back down, and then I'm going to do the same, working towards my, you know, eyebrow, start of my eyebrow, whatever you want to call it, eyebrow, and then brush back again to really get in under those hairs. And then what I want to do, once I've got the rough kind of mixture on the hairs, I'm going to take some more of the formula on my brush and I'm going to fill in how I want my eyebrows to look. So you want to get quite a thick bit for this. It doesn't matter how stupid it looks now, as long as you get the rough, like, kind of shape, you know what I mean. It's, yeah. Because you will be wiping this off, do not panic. I feel like this activator is a lot more liquidy than the box I've just finished. Not sure, I'm assuming they've changed the packaging and formula a tiny bit maybe?
Where's the black one?
Black what?
Where's the black one?
Black what?
A black one.
What's a black one?
A black one.
Okay, so we're getting there slowly. And then I'm just going to pat over the top and just try and set it a bit and fill in any gaps. There's me telling you to use cotton wipes or cotton buds and whatever, and I'm just wiping it with my finger, but you know. And then I'm going to move on to the other eyebrow again, working the hairs in the opposite direction they grow, starting from the outer eyebrow corner. I don't know. What do you call that? The outer brow. A lot of you are probably thinking, could I just do this with hair dye? I personally don't know the answer to that. I've been thinking of it myself for a long time, but I have heard a lot of people like, oh my god, do not do that. And I don't know, I've just kind of got a gut instinct not to do it. Partly because I know that when I dye my hair, I get a horrendous dye line. And I can imagine on your eyebrows, that would be quite noticeable. And yeah, I don't know if like your eyebrows can cope with the strength of it compared to your hair. I don't know if that makes a difference. But if you have dyed your eyebrows with hair dye, let me know. How did it go? Did it look horrendous? Did it actually work? Did it go a funny colour? I'm intrigued. Look at the difference in neatness. They do say that eyebrows should be sisters, they're not twins. God, I'm such an amateur. I'm just gonna grab... I just broke my jar. I'm very sad about this. I'm gonna have to glue that back on. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a cotton pad. I'm gonna dip it in a little bit of water, which I made earlier. And just kind of squeeze out the excess, and then don't fall. Just gonna clean up this bit that I've bodged up right here. That is as good as it's gonna get. So what you want to do now is leave it for about 5 minutes, depending on the darkness you want. This is the dark brown one, so I'm actually going to leave this on a little bit longer because it is dark, but I'd like it to be just that little bit darker, but I don't want to do the black. I should have bought both really and mixed them. I'm going to leave this one on for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to leave this one on for about another 5 minutes because I've already left that on for about 5 minutes already. So once that's done, I will come back and yeah, we will go through removing the product and how my eyebrows look. So I'm just going to take this one off, which has been on quite a bit longer, but they will have been on the same amount of time once I take this one off. So getting my cotton pad, dipping it in some water, squeezing out the excess. I am firstly just going to wipe over the whole thing a couple of times. You want to wipe back and just, yeah. And you can see what a difference that's made already compared to what they were. I will insert a before picture in a minute. I say picture, I've not taken a picture, so it'll be a screenshot of this video, but I will insert one. Just give that a really good wipe, because if you do leave any on, it will keep developing, which in my case, I don't really mind, because they can be as dark as they like, just not black. But yeah, so make sure that you give them a really good wipe off if you don't want them getting any darker. And I will be back when the time is up for this one. So this one has now been on for 10 minutes as well. So again, I'm going to take a cotton pad, some water, and I'm just going to brush it this way. And then kind of scrub it a bit. I'm going to take their little cute mascara wand, just give them a good brush through. So yeah, this is my results from using the Eylure Dybrow with my very wonky brows. Let me know if you've given it a go or if you plan to after watching this. I really love this stuff. I've been using it for a good couple of years now, and it's just it's a much cheaper alternative to going to the salon. And when I say it's quite expensive to purchase, £7.50 in the grand scheme of things is nothing at all, because if you think you're getting 12 applications or more out of that, I don't know the math, but yeah, it works out very cheap each time you dye your eyebrows compared to going into a salon. So it's definitely worth the investment. And so you do them once a month, that's going to last you a year. So realistically, you're only spending £7.50 a year, which is amazing. It's just a really good product. The colours are really good. I've pretty much got like the darkest brown route possible, which I dye, and you can see it's matched really well. Considering how sparse my eyebrows are, I actually look like I have eyebrows now, whereas before, where the dye's been kind of fading out over the last month or two, they were just so pale. I'm going to zoom you out now because all you can see is my eyebrows. So yeah, give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Sorry it's just a little random one today, but I just wanted to show you if you haven't already heard of the product, because I really love it and I use it a lot. And I just think it makes a hell of a difference. If you're having a no makeup day and you really can't be bothered with it, it just makes you feel a bit better going out and knowing that your eyebrows kind of match your hair tone, I suppose. Or if you're just someone who doesn't generally wear eyebrow makeup and you just want them to kind of be a bit more prominent when you've got your makeup on or off, or whatever you prefer, I just think it does the job really well, and it just makes them stand out and not look too overdone. I don't know about you, but my natural colour is a lot lighter than this, but my eyebrows go very blonde in the sun, so often it doesn't actually look like I've got any attached. Let me know what you think and give it a go if you haven't already. Congrats to you, Eylure. Just a quick reminder as well, you have 1 week to go until the giveaway ends. I will link the video over here. Good luck with that if you've entered. If not, go and enter now because it's really easy. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.